Maybe we should talk it over. Maybe we should take.
Yeah, Greg Morrow. Yeah. And folks, welcome to our show. This is Local Music Scene. I'm your host, Alan Estes, and we, as you can see, have a different kind of a format today. We're doing a special tribute show in loving memory of Kay Ellis, and we have Kay's husband, Tom, right here. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Al.
And the reason why we got these group together is because this is typically a bunch of the people that would play on the Lannon on what they call the music cruises. And so we wanted to, say thanks to Kay, and we're down here thinking about you and keeping the music alive. And how you doing, buddy?
Missing Kay a lot.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, we all are. But we kind of chose some of her favorite songs, and maybe a song that she's never even heard. She's heard it by now. But anyways, so I'm going to kind of go along, and Tom and I are going to talk a bunch, and you guys jump in and with stories, especially about the great times we've had on the land. And what better place to do a show when the sun's going down, the moon's coming up, and the lights go on in the harbor, and
Light breeze, coasting along.
oh yeah.
One night it took us almost 45 minutes to cross the harbor.
It's a lot of songs. That's a lot of songs. Well, we have Jay and Lori Keefe over here, and we're going to feature Lori on a song called Sail Away Ladies. Yeah?
Yeah, you bet.
You ready?
Kick it off.
If ever I get my new house done, sail away, ladies, sail away. Give the old one to my son. Sail away, ladies, sail away. Don't you rock 'em, daddy-o. Don't you rock 'em, daddy-o. Don't you rock 'em, mama. Sail away.
Yeah.
Sail away.
Can almost hear the sails furling. What do you think?
Smell the salt.
Yeah, you can
So-
feel the salt in your hair.
Why don't you tell the our lovely viewing audience how the music cruises got started on the land? Because it was kind of an unlikely thing, but we sure love it.
It got started on a Thursday night. It was in the beginning when we really didn't know what the heck we were gonna do to make money with that thing, really. We just thought we could just go sailing and, but Thursday nights seemed like nobody showed up, so we invited Laura and a few people. I don't remember exactly who was there, but probably Chick and Ellen and Jay and Laura.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of people up on the dock, and they said, well, can we come? I said, yeah, give me $20 a piece and get on the boat. And I gotta say that the music is probably the most wonderful, magical part of sailing around Gloucester Harbor, is to add that music to the sail is really pretty magical.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that these guys can attest to that, but so many people have asked me in the test, well, what's the sound like out there, when you get out there? It's a wide open ocean. Wouldn't you think everything would get swallowed up? When you turn the motor off and you put the sails up, it kind of acts as a banter, and it kind of holds the music down in. So you can be on the back of the boat, and you can hear us up in the front of the boat, right? It carries really well.
Especially the bagpipes.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing Liberty Valance.
Yeah, oh.
That too. Well, actually, we should talk about the bagpipes a little bit. That's Greg Morrow playing the pipes, and generally when we do our music cruises on these Thursday nights, he'll go right to the bow of the boat, and as we're rounding out of the Gloucester House and out into the harbor, that's what he does, and that sets the music in motion, as they say.
And I have to
It's the only thing that'll cut the motor, right? The sound of the motor.
I'd have to say it's a tremendous honor to actually play the music cruises, to play out. And I always remember Kay giving me this signal as we're going out of the harbor. So that's something that I will carry my whole life, is just how she would sort of look over, and this is the time. And I really felt, again, honored to be part of the music cruises, and I really liked the fact that the public came on board and we kind of mingled with everybody. I thought that was extra special. And she was a tremendous ambassador to all kinds of people that came to Gloucester. And I think that boat, and the music cruises in particular, were some of the finest moments.
Absolutely. Magical out there on a summer evening.
Yeah. She also had a habit of attracting these amazing sunsets. I don't know. Some of the most spectacular sunsets I've ever seen have been on the Landon. So,
Yeah, unbelievable. So, the Landon's been sailing now for how many years?
We just finished our 20th season.
20th season. How long have we been doing music cruises? Gotta be doing 15 years, 20 years, huh?
Yeah, it was right from the beginning. Yeah.
Gosh, we were young back then.
yeah.
It was a rock and roll sailboat back then. Now we're a folk sailboat.
Yeah.
Ah.
You gotta bring the young kids along to get the sails up.
Yeah.
Well, that's up to Heath.
Right.
I remember when the Landon was being built, and Stan and I would walk down and see the Landon from the keel on up, and then when it was time for the launching, it was time to write a song. Had to have a song for the Landon. So, you ready for that?
That is a great segue,
Segue,
Daisy.
yeah.
Can you believe that? Wow, and we didn't even rehearse that. This is a song that Daisy Nell wrote about the Landon, and take it away. Daisy Nell, Captain Stan.
Yeah, and everybody else, you're gonna jump right in here. And as we say when we're all out acting as if we've practiced it, it's in the key of A. Every woman and child and man in this town knows the schooner Landon, built by hand in '97 with a whole lot of work and a little help from heaven. A long time ago now, Thomas Landon made a living on the sea. He worked as a Gloucester fisherman to feed his family. This man's grandson, Thomas Ellis, is bringing alive the name, and the schooner Landon will sail to tell without shipbuilding fame. Every woman and child and man in this town knows the schooner Landon, built by hand in '97 with a whole lot of work and a little help from heaven. child and man in this town knows the schooner landing. Built by hand in '97 with a whole lot of work and a little help from heaven.
You know, a little bit of work, a lot of work. Harold's wife said to him, "Harold, you work and you're always working. I need you to spend some time with me." And Harold said to her, "Just thank God you're not Kay Ellis."
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that was some launching, I'll tell you.
It was a lot
The
of
launch
work.
that didn't happen, actually, how they launched it.
Well, that was the launch that the museum wanted to have a party.
That's right.
Harold put the sign up, "We'll launch it when she's ready, damn it."
They had the party for the launching, and then they had the launching.
yeah. So by the time you launched, you already had a song to go with it and everything?
Oh,
huh?
we had all kinds of, we had already had a big party. And
Wonderful.
First
Wonderful.
of many.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, so did Kay enjoy the music cruises more than the rum and cigar? Or did she like those too?
She, yeah,
I don't think she went on many of those.
she didn't go on many of them. She loved the music sales.
Oh, I know.
She loved them.
I know. Yep. And she, like, you know, I'd watch her scurrying around, closing up the little shop and everything, making sure everything was all set. She'd be the last one on board,
Yeah,
just as we
always
was.
paying attention to the details.
Yeah, making sure we were comfortable. I'm a little thirsty right now, and I was thinking, Kay would have brought me a water.
Oh, yeah.
She would.
Did you guys know when you set out to build the land that it was gonna be like kind of one of the start of getting the beautiful view of the schooners back in the harbor on a regular basis with more adding all the time?
You know, I was, I owned the White Elephant Antique Store, and we were selling pieces of history. And I had this idea that if I had a boat that was representative of our history, I could just tell the story and sell the story of Gloucester.
Yes.
And, but really, I didn't, you know, had no idea that the land would be so well received and so, you know, so many people play music on it, and so many people paint it and photograph it, and so many people, I can't tell you, I had this real old lady, and I used to ride my bike on the boulevard, and she said, "You know, I just love seeing that boat out there. I'm not going on it, but I love seeing it." And, so I never tire of people telling me how much they enjoy seeing that sailing around. And of course now with Harold, you know, adventure sailing, and Daisy and Stan have a schooner again.
Yeah. And of course, Daisy's been putting together
And the Bald
the
Eagle.
Schooner Festival, you know, every Labor Day weekend for years, and that's growing all the time. Every year, there's more and more
Yeah,
boats,
and the
right?
Landon leads the parade.
If
Yeah.
I had a hat on, I'd take it off to her, because you can't imagine how much time she spends
Oh,
putting
no,
that on.
It's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Well, you know, we all love Cape Ann, we all love Gloucester, and you know, we've all been involved in seeing all the changes in the fishing industry and blah, 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 but everybody loves those old photographs of when the harbor was filled with sails. So when you see that, even if you're coming to visit, I mean, it gives these people that are just visiting Gloucester for the first time an idea of what it used to look like.
Mm,
It's important.
it is important.
You were thanked for that, buddy.
Well, sometimes you just stumble into things. You know?
Yeah. It's always the best way.
I always tell people it was really the fear of having a real job that drove me to selling everything and building a school. You know? But it worked out, and we put 2 kids through college, and Kay and I spent a lot of fun times in the winters, and
Absolutely.
I worked the first winter we had it and had the rest of my winters off.
Yeah.
We keep telling people we were in retirement training with that program. It's a retirement
Lot of
training
work.
vessel.
Well, a lot of people don't realize the work that goes into getting it ready in the springtime and putting it away in
Oh,
the fall.
somebody said, "Is there much maintenance involved with this?" I said, "Nah, it just about takes care of itself."
Thousands of hours. You told me one time what it
About
was.
600 or 700 hours. It took me 700 the last time I kept track of it, and then he did it when Kay had cancer, and he did it in 600 hours.
Because he
He
said, you
said,
have
"Well,
to
Dad,
copy
I
them."
guess we know how much time you spent at the building center talking." I said, 100 hours? But, yeah. Anyway, it does take a lot to maintain that boat the way it is maintained. But I think that because it's so pristinely, beautifully kept, that it makes people feel comfortable on the boat. And instead of looking around and wondering what might be unraveling and gonna cause, you know, them the last days of this life, they can enjoy the music and enjoy the sail more, so.
Oh, absolutely. It's wonderful. And there's been times when we've had to cancel because, you know, you're watching the weather patterns and something could come up and you don't wanna have,
You wanna take
people out
these
there-
old Martins out in the rain.
yeah. There's only so much room down below.
That's right.
Guitars first, everybody else stand out there and get soaked. But anyways, let's move along. We got Chick Marston over here, and he's gonna sing a song for us. This is a song called The Titanic, and we hope that that never happens to
Right,
the land.
Probably not a very appropriate song.
Oh, it's perfect.
But we sang it a lot on the boat.
Kay always loved it.
Yes, she sure did.
It was midnight on the sea, that lay near my God the Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well. Jack Johnson tried to get on board. Captain said, we don't haul no coal.
Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
Titanic sailed away, left Jack Johnson there to stay. Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
Titanic going round the curve, ran into a big iceberg. Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
It was midnight on the sea,
And play near my God to thee.
fare thee Titanic, fare thee well. Jack Johnson tried to get on board. Captain said, we don't haul no coal.
Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
Come on, come on. Well, Titanic went on down, life was all around.
Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
Yeah, lifeboats all around, save the women and the children and the men go down.
Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
It was midnight on the sea,
And play near my God to thee. Fare thee Titanic, fare
very
thee
well.
well.
Jack Johnson tried to get on board. Captain said, we don't haul no coal.
Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
Well, when Jack Johnson heard the news, all the seas was shaking his blues. Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well. Jack Johnson standing at the dock, all the sea just doing the eagle rock. Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well. It was midnight on the sea, and when near my God to thee. Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well. Jack Johnson tried to get on board. Captain said, we don't haul no coal.
Fare thee Titanic, fare thee well.
Yeah. Chick Marston. Good one. Wow. Good one.
No iceberg serious comes out of me.
No, not unless Lenny's been dumping a lot of ice. You know?
He
you never
does,
know.
he does have these big blocks of ice that go in every once in a while.
Float around, huh?
Something from his air conditioner or something.
So anyways, yes, this is, if you're just kind of tuning in, we're kind of doing a little bit of a tribute, special show here in memory of Kay Ellis. And we had or you guys had a memorial service or a celebration of her life at the Gloucester House back in March. And 600, 700 people showed up. It was unbelievable.
Good
It
move.
was a
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful tribute to a wonderful, wonderful person. We all miss her so much, and she's just such a positive force, and down on the docks all the time. So Gail McCarthy from the Times was walking around that night and asking people for little quotes, about Kay, just something to jot down in memory. And she came up to me, and I just said, well, she was our humble queen of the harbor. And I didn't even realize what it just kind of came out. So she said, well, you ought to write a song about that. So later that evening, I think I might have mentioned it to you, and you said, do it. So I did.
And here it goes.
And so I'm going to play it. You guys are welcome to jump in. Our humble queen of the harbor, our humble queen of the harbor. So many lessons we learned out on these docks. How some make a living while others crash upon the rocks. Yes, this life at sea can make or break a man. And she was always there to lend a guiding hand. Just a shack on the pilings was her castle in the clouds. With a smile in her wisdom, she ruled her kingdom proud. And the love she gave is all around us still. Our humble queen of the harbor. Now the sun's sinking low, the moon's rising high, the sky's all aglow. Out here on the water, and the red sky at night is a sailor's delight. From our humble queen of the harbor, our humble queen of the harbor. And then without warning, the years brought her blind. Still she counted her blessings as she was running out of time. And forever in our hearts she'll always be our humble queen of the harbor. Now the sun's fading fast, the moon's turning gold, sending We belong to our humble queen of the harbor. Our humble queen of the harbor.
She said, "You were so ugly I could kiss you."
That was a great song.